El Jardin, on the outskirts of Montezuma, which is really not the outskirts, it's actually at the beginning of town. What a great place to stay at. Such a wonderful, beautiful, lovely staff, I have to admit. They really went out of their way to make our stay pleasant. They gave us a discount on the room. We rented 2 rooms, one for the wife and myself, and the boys were down below. Because it was low season, we were staying in the 2 up and 2 down unit, and they didn't put anybody next to us, which I think is an excellent idea. I think there's nothing worse than renting a space and having somebody move in next to you and making a bunch of noise, and it really takes away from the pleasures of being in kind of this natural environment, which I would recommend to anybody. Be careful of the places you rent. It can make or break your stay. So what I found to be the absolute best deal is these places that they rent these cabanas, which are separate little units by themselves that you don't have anybody above you, next to you, or around you. And it ends up being a far more pleasant experience. You don't have a bunch of extra noise from a guest. Nothing worse than being in this wonderful paradise place, and then you got somebody moving in and they're making noise and they're loud and they're just obnoxious. So again, this is really the beginning of town. The one downside, parking is real miserable. Even though it's got roads, this is the pool. They refer to it as a jacuzzi, but I mean there's nothing heated here, but you don't really need heated, and you got a whole ocean 6 minutes away from the hotel. So the hotel is at the beginning of town, and it's a sweet town, well worth staying here if you're going to go to Montezuma. The roads are a little bit blown out to get here, but once you get here, it's really worth it. And I think this place is excellent. You will notice the funny foam rocks. I mean, here is paradise, and then they've got these big old boulders made out of foam and coated. So it's a bit of a weird dynamic. But there's plenty of eating, ice cream, coffee shops in this town. Everything within 5 minutes, 6 minutes walking distance. And you also have Cabo Blanco, the big national park. It's about a 30-minute drive.